What's up, everyone? It's a new day. It's time for some new videos. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're coming back to the channel, welcome back. Nice to see you. Today we're going to be going over some if I can say it right, burglaries and home invasion stories, just all around some creepy stories. They're all true. You can look them up. So, without keeping you guys waiting any longer, let's go ahead and get into this. So some of you may remember the Barefoot Burglar. He did a whole bunch of burglaries in the Pacific Northwest. You may recall the story of Colton Harris Moore. He was a teenager who was busted for committing over 100 burglaries in the Pacific Northwest. Now, he stole cars, airplanes, speedboats, and is known as the Barefoot Burglar because he kicked off his shoes running through the woods from the police. After 2 years of running, Harrison Moore was busted in a chase that involved police boats and bullets. That sounds like a pretty good way to go out, I guess. Now, most of these stories end up with a perpetrator being dead, but this now 20-year-old will live to tell another tale from prison. Last summer, he signed a movie deal to make $1.3 million with 20th Century Fox. That's pretty impressive to be a burglar, stealing all this stuff, and then to make a movie and get paid $1.3 million. That's pretty good. But I guess really the catch is he's not going to earn any of this money. It'll all go towards restitution and fines. Fox News reports the young man known as the Barefoot Burglar pled guilty to burglary Wednesday in a Washington County court, perhaps closing a lengthy saga involving a run from the law in boats, cars, and airplanes. Judge Rickert acknowledged Harris Moore's difficult childhood and lack of parental support that led him to start breaking into cabins and stores as a teenager that ended with dozens of felony convictions. This is the high cost of low living, the judge said. If you can fly an airplane by a manual, the judge said, I guess you can pass your GED within 3 weeks. So, Brown said it wouldn't be the last chapter of the Harrison Moore story because you're going to hear a lot more from Colton, but in positive ways. This is only one Barefoot Burglar, but there are thousands of others breaking into businesses every day. So, basically use your head. Lock your doors and windows and, leave your TV on loud whenever you're not home. Put lights and timers on your, inside and outside lights. Keep people thinking that you're there. Put up cameras, burglar systems. Keep yourself safe. So it'll be interesting to see what, that movie comes out over this Barefoot Burglar. So, let's get to story number 2. So this one's about a man that broke into a house and he was caught on camera just standing over a newborn baby. Now, what was going through the head of the burglar as he was hovering over a baby after breaking into a house? Did he momentarily pause, take a breath, and find a sense of calm while standing over the baby? Or was he contemplating harming or even kidnapping the baby? So, one thing we know for sure is that the 19-year-old hovering over the sleeping baby as this was caught on tape, the man admitted to involvement in 2 other Houston burglars, and in one of these he had stolen a gun. The latest crime occurred April 5th, and that's one day before my birthday. Wow. And the video went viral. The burglar's name is Christopher Gomez. He confessed to being the star of the video. His arrest record includes breaking into a car and marijuana possession, so this guy wasn't really... It's really strange that he went to break into a house and just stood over a baby. I wonder what was going through his mind. Nobody heard him enter. Makes you wonder what kind of home security the homeowner had. And just like I said in the end of the last video, or the last story, kind of makes you wonder if that homeowner even had home security. A laptop computer and briefcase, property of the homeowner, were found later in the neighbor's yard. Gomez's lawyer stated that he's not sure that the man in the video is his client, even though Gomez confessed. Furthermore, the lawyer Ralph Gonzalez pointed out that even if his client is the intruder, he didn't harm the baby or anyone else. Gonzalez added that the video makes the crime scene seem worse than it actually was. Gomez is in jail, meanwhile, but if he gets out, he's ordered to remain within 1,000 feet of his home or wear an ankle monitor. Interestingly, as bailiffs escorted Gomez from the courtroom, he mouthed, "Hi, Mom," to his family members. It's safe to assume that his mother then thought, "Where did I go wrong?" Yeah, they're not too scary, but just considering, maybe watching these will make you think maybe I should better secure my home. Now, this next story involves a guy, Victor Almonez Martinez. He was 19 years old. Now, this guy is about as sharp as a bowling ball. He has 2 or 3 accomplices, robbed 4 people at gunpoint, and then he took a selfie with one of the victims. Like his image would never lead to his arrest. And who is this genius? Victor Almanza Martinez, the 19-year-old Einstein, committed this crime this past December in the Pacific Grove, California. The victims were parked in a car when the alleged gang members ordered them out of the vehicle, then robbed them. Before taking off in the car, Almonez Martinez made one of the victims, a woman, pose with him for a selfie. He then sent her the photo. One reporter says it was via Snapchat, while another said it was via email. Now, either way, it's a shining example of the dumbest criminal. At the time of the selfie, the victim was probably either petrified or repulsed. But hopefully, she also was aware of the light at the end of the tunnel during this stupid move and hence stayed calm while trying to hide her smirk because she knew she'd get him with the evidence. So what did the genius think she'd do with the image once he fled? Just delete it and nothing more? Yeah, I bet. She contacted the police. And that's how this worthless thug was captured. Interestingly, he had covered his face with a bandana for this shot. But too bad for him, he didn't know that that's not good enough with today's imagery technology. His mugshot photos were already in the system, and that helped police nail him in under 12 hours at his house. His accomplices are still on the loose, but hopefully they'll do something just as stupid and get themselves caught. Almonez Martinez isn't the only crook to spin the web that eventually traps him, and more lawbreakers are incriminating themselves via the lure of social media. The range of how this is done is broad, including using stolen smartphones to upload selfies. So before you curse the detriments of social media, remember that it's responsible for getting a lot of bad guys caught. Let me know what you think about some of these stories down in the comments, guys. And again, if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.